My sisters, listen to me carefully, because a lot of women are living with a pain that nobody sees, and they keep smiling on the outside while their heart is starving on the inside. If your husband ignores you emotionally, if he is present in the house but absent in the heart, if you feel like you are speaking to a wall, do not click away. Stay with this message till the end, because if you listen properly and apply what I'm about to share, you will walk away with a clear solution and a clear first step, and you will thank me later. Many people are doing things wrong their whole life without realizing it, and that is why the love does not grow and the peace does not stay. I want you to catch this now before years pass and you look back with regret. Tell us your story so this message reaches more sisters who are silently crying, and so you remind your own heart that your love for Allah is bigger than your pain. And listen carefully, because it is the one thing most women never do first, even though it changes everything. My sister, I know what it feels like when you are emotionally ignored. You start questioning yourself. You start asking, am I not enough? You start thinking, maybe I am not attractive anymore. Maybe I am not interesting anymore. Maybe I did something wrong. You might even start doing more and more, hoping he will notice. You cook more, you serve more, you stay quiet more, you beg more, you forgive more. But inside, the emptiness grows. And the most painful part is not even the silence. It is the loneliness you feel while you are still married. You are not asking for luxury, you are asking for warmth. You are not asking for a palace, you are asking for attention. You are not asking for a perfect man, you are asking for basic emotional care. My sister, this pain is real, and Islam does not dismiss the feelings of a woman. Islam came to honor you, to protect you, to give you dignity, to give you rights, and to teach you how to live with wisdom even when life is difficult. But I want you to understand something very important before we go deeper. Emotional neglect can have different faces. Sometimes it is cruelty, sometimes it is arrogance. Sometimes it is a man who enjoys power and enjoys making you feel small. And sometimes, my sister, it is not hatred, it is weakness. It is a man who never learned how to express emotions. It is a man who is drowning in stress and does not know how to speak. It is a man who is addicted to his phone, addicted to work, addicted to distractions. It is a man who carries wounds from childhood and thinks silence is strength. So we must be wise. We must not react in a way that destroys our own peace. We must respond in a way that brings healing, or at least brings clarity. Now you asked, what does Islam teach you to do first? My sister, the first thing Islam teaches you to do is to take your heart back to Allah before you demand your heart from a human being. This is the step most people skip. They chase the husband, they chase the conversation, they chase the apology, they chase the attention, and they forget the Lord of all worlds who controls hearts. When your heart is attached only to a human being, you will feel like you are dying when that human being fails you. But when your heart is anchored to Allah, you still feel pain, yes, but you do not collapse. You become steady, you become wise, you become calm, you start thinking clearly. You stop begging in a way that lowers your dignity. You stop reacting in a way that makes things worse. You start moving with purpose and trust. So the first step is not to confront him with anger. The first step is not to complain to the whole world. The first step is not to stalk his phone or test him or punish him or go cold. The first step is to return to Allah in a way that changes your internal world. Because when your internal world becomes stable, your external decisions become wise. And I promise you, my sister, when you fix the inside, the outside begins to change in ways you did not expect. How do you return to Allah in this situation? You do it with honesty. You stand in prayer and you speak to your Almighty Creator like a daughter speaks to the one who never ignores her. You say, "Oh Allah, my heart is heavy. Oh Allah, I feel unseen. Oh Allah, I feel lonely. Oh Allah, put love and mercy in my home. Oh Allah, guide my husband and guide me. Oh Allah, help me speak with wisdom and help me act with dignity." And my sister, do not underestimate the power of crying in prayer. Some hearts open in prayer before they open in conversation. Some homes change after the night prayer more than they change after 1,000 arguments. When you do this, something happens. You stop expecting perfection from a human being. You stop making him your source of worth. You stop measuring your value by his attention. Your value comes from Allah. You are honored by Allah. You are seen by Allah. You are rewarded by Allah. This alone heals a part of the wound. And when that wound is smaller, you communicate better. You choose better words. You choose better timing. And you stop doing the things that push him further away. Now, my sister, after you anchor yourself with Allah, the next step flows naturally. You must check your own approach without blaming yourself for everything. Some sisters are pure and gentle and still ignored. So I am not here to shame you, but I want you to become powerful through self-awareness. Ask yourself, when I speak to him, do I speak to him as a partner or as a prosecutor? Do I speak to him with respect or with constant criticism? Do I greet him warmly or do I greet him with complaints? Do I appreciate what he does right or do I only point out what he does wrong? My sister, I am not saying he is innocent, but I am saying your approach can either open a door or close a door. Islam teaches us that kindness beautifies things and harshness makes things ugly. Sometimes a husband shuts down emotionally because every conversation feels like a fight, even if the wife did not intend it that way. Sometimes he shuts down because he feels he cannot satisfy you, so he avoids. Sometimes he shuts down because he is tired of being attacked. Again, I am not excusing neglect. I am teaching you wisdom. So after you return to Allah, you return to calm. You return to softness. You return to a clear goal. Your goal is not to win an argument. Your goal is to heal connection. This changes everything. You will speak differently. You will choose words that invite him rather than corner him. You will stop saying you never care, you always ignore me, you are the worst. Because these words trigger defense, and defense kills vulnerability. Emotional connection needs vulnerability. A man will not be vulnerable with someone who is attacking him, even if he deserves correction. So we correct with wisdom. Now, my sister, let us move to the moment that decides whether things get better or worse. The conversation. Islam teaches us to speak good or remain silent. That means your tongue is not free to destroy the person you live with. Many marriages lose peace not because of big sins, but because of words that cut. So the way you start the conversation matters. Do not start it when you are boiling. Do not start it at the door when he comes tired. Do not start it in front of children. Do not start it after a fight. Choose a calm time. Choose a time when he is not distracted. Choose a time when you can speak without tears turning into accusations. Then you begin with warmth and truth together. You can say, I want to talk to you because you matter to me. I miss you. I feel alone even when you are here. I do not want to live like strangers. I want us to be close again for the sake of Allah. My sister, this style is powerful. It shows you are not his enemy. It shows you are not trying to shame him. It shows you are inviting him back to the marriage. And many men, when they feel invited, they soften. Then you speak about your need clearly, not with drama, not with threats, not with emotional explosions. You speak like a woman who knows her worth and knows her faith. You say, I need emotional presence. I need you to look at me when I speak. I need a few minutes of your day where we talk and connect. I need kindness in your tone. I need you to ask me how I am. I need you to notice when I am tired. You are not asking for a fantasy. You are asking for mercy. My sister, you might fear that he will dismiss you or laugh or change the subject. If he does, you do not lose control. You do not insult. You do not beg. You stay calm and you repeat your core sentence. I feel alone. I want closeness. I want this marriage to have mercy. I am asking you to work with me. Your calmness is your strength. Real strength is controlling yourself when angry. Islam teaches that. Now here is where many sisters make a mistake. They think if I speak once and he does not change instantly, it is hopeless. No, my sister, people do not change overnight. especially men who have lived emotionally closed for years. They need time. They need repetition. They need small steps. So the next thing you do is you ask for one small practical change, not a complete personality transformation. For example, you ask for 10 minutes daily with phones away. 10 minutes. You ask for one weekly walk together. You ask for one meal together without screens. You ask for a daily check-in question. How was your day? How are you feeling? And you also offer something in return, not because you are begging, but because marriages heal when both sides give. Now, my sister, I want to connect this to something deeper. Many women want emotional attention, and they deserve it, but they also ignore something that opens a man's heart. Respect. I am not talking about accepting injustice. I am talking about speaking to him with dignity, not humiliation. Many men shut down because they feel disrespected, and many women feel ignored because they feel unloved. So both are hurting and both are reacting. Islam teaches balance. It teaches that the best believers are those with the best character, and the best are those best to their spouses. That includes you and includes him. So when you speak, keep your character high. This is not weakness. This is worship. It is for Allah. And when you maintain your character, you are protecting your reward even if he fails. Now, my sister, let me give you a perspective that will change how you see emotional neglect. Sometimes a husband ignores emotionally because he is drowning in pressure, but he does not know how to say it. Many men are taught that emotions are shame. They are taught to be stone. They are taught to provide money and be done. But marriage in Islam is not only provision. It is kindness. It is companionship. It is mercy. So part of wisdom is to ask him about his internal world. Not accusing, just asking. You can say, are you okay? You seem distant. Is there something heavy on your mind? Is work stressing you? Are you tired? Are you feeling low? My sister, this question can open a door you never knew existed. Sometimes the husband is not ignoring you because he does not care. He is ignoring because he is struggling and he does not know how to speak. Again, this does not excuse neglect, but it gives you a path to heal. Now, the next step that Islam teaches you is to protect your marriage from outside poison. This is huge. Many sisters, when they feel ignored, they run to friends who fill their head with fire, or they run to social media where every clip tells them divorce, leave, punish, expose. And that advice is often from people who do not fear Allah and do not care about your children and do not carry the consequences. My sister, seeking advice is not wrong, but exposing your spouse and opening your marriage to gossip is dangerous. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, warned about people who spread private matters between husband and wife. That includes intimate matters and also private conflicts, so be careful. Choose one trustworthy person if you must, someone who is just, who fears Allah, who will not take sides blindly, someone who will help you heal, not help you explode. This is why I say, Islam teaches you to respond with wisdom without exposing your spouse. You protect his dignity while you seek solutions. You do not humiliate him publicly. You do not make your pain entertainment. You do not post hints. You do not throw his faults in front of family gatherings, because that creates a war that is hard to end. And even if he changes later, the humiliation stays in the hearts. Now, my sister, after you have taken your heart to Allah, after you have spoken with wisdom, after you have asked for small practical steps, what comes next? Consistency. Many marriages fail because people are inconsistent. They try for 3 days, then they explode. They try for 1 week, then they give up. Healing needs time. So build a routine of calm communication, a routine of small moments together, a routine of gratitude. And yes, my sister, gratitude is a powerful tool, because when you only speak about what is missing, the husband feels like a failure, and the man who feels like a failure shuts down more. But when you notice a small good, you water it and it grows. If he did something kind, say thank you. If he helped, appreciate. If he spoke warmly, smile. If he listened for 5 minutes, tell him it mattered. This is not lowering your standards. This is teaching the heart to return to goodness. Our Lord promises that gratitude increases blessings. And blessings in marriage are not only money. Blessings are peace, calm, softness, affection. Now I want to address a painful reality with honesty. Some husbands ignore emotionally because they are addicted to distractions. Phones, games, endless scrolling, friends, work, anything to avoid intimacy. If that is the case, then your wisdom must include boundaries. Islam does not teach you to suffer quietly while someone neglects your rights, so you set boundaries without sin. You do not scream, you do not insult, you do not curse, you do not expose. You speak clearly. You say, I need time with you daily. I need you present. This phone is taking you away from your family. I respect your rest, but I also need connection. Then you agree on rules. Phones away during meals. No scrolling in bed. 1 hour family time. Small steps. If he refuses, then the next step is mediation. A fair mediator. A counselor. An elder. Because sometimes a man changes faster when another wise man advises him. Now, my sister, I must say this with care. If emotional neglect becomes emotional cruelty, that is different. Emotional cruelty is when he enjoys ignoring you, punishes you with silence, humiliates you, threatens you, manipulates you, makes you feel worthless. That is not a simple communication issue. That is harmful. Islam does not ask you to accept harm. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, gave us a principle that there should be no harm and no causing harm. So if you are being harmed, you seek help, you involve trusted family, you involve local support, you protect yourself, you protect your children, you do not wait until your soul breaks. But if your case is the common one, where he is emotionally dry, distracted, careless, then there is hope. And here is where I want to give you a point that is truly life-changing. Stop chasing love in a way that makes you lose your dignity. Many sisters, when ignored, they chase, they send long messages, they beg, they cry, they threaten, they test, they become desperate. My sister, desperation pushes people away. Dignity attracts respect. Islam teaches dignity. So instead of chasing, you become stable. You become consistent in character. You become strong in worship. You become calm in communication. You become clear in boundaries. You become a woman who knows she is honored by Allah. And when a man sees that you are not losing yourself, he starts to take you seriously. Now you might ask, how do I not chase while still trying to fix the marriage? The answer is simple. You offer connection, you do not beg for it. You invite, you do not plead. You express, you do not explode. You say, I want us to be close and I am ready to work on it. Are you? You then watch actions, not promises. If he responds, you continue. If he ignores, you move to mediation. This is wisdom. Now, my sister, let me take you to a place many people forget. Your emotional needs are real, but your spiritual protection is essential. When you are emotionally ignored, you become vulnerable to whispers. The devil whispers, find attention elsewhere. The devil whispers, talk to that person. The devil whispers, you deserve someone else. The devil whispers, revenge. My sister, protect your heart. Guard your eyes. Guard your private messages. Guard your late night conversations. Because many women fell into sin not because they were evil, but because they were emotionally starving. Islam teaches us to close doors before we fall. So if you feel vulnerable, run to Allah more. Fill your heart with the book of Allah. Fill your nights with supplication. Fill your mind with remembrance. Build friendships with righteous sisters. Keep your heart safe while you work on your marriage. Now I want to connect this to another powerful point. Many women, when ignored, become harsh and bitter. They lose their softness. They start speaking like an enemy. My sister, do not let pain steal your character. Your character is your crown. You can be hurt and still be dignified. You can be disappointed and still be kind. You can be firm and still be respectful. This is what the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, taught us through his example. Gentleness does not mean weakness. Gentleness is strength. And Islam teaches gentleness because it brings results. And may Allah place love and mercy in your home, or open for you a door that is better with protection and peace.